What is up, people? Skywalker Hendrix here, back with another video for you guys today. And today I am looking at the Black Series 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi Rebel Commando on the 40th card back. Of course, this is a pretty highly anticipated figure, and oh boy does it look good. Just not real shiny, I've noticed. Like a lot of the Hasbro products, well, 6-inch figures nowadays kind of have that shiny, plastic feel, but this is very nice and matte, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. The two faces look amazing, and that is totally low-key Tamora Morrison head sculpt right there. Well, face sculpt. And it has the same gimmick as the Hoth Rebel Soldier, which came out in 21, I believe, or nope, 2020. That figure came out, and that was an amazing figure. And this one is unfortunately not compatible with the face swap on that old Hoth Rebel Trooper, which is a little bit disappointing, but I think this is a great release, and they always could re-release it with, different accessories and different faceplates as well. It doesn't lend itself as much like the Hoth Soldier to, the customizable aspect. I mean, I have 6, I think, of the Hoth Rebel Soldier, and each one look pretty different, as far as accessories and stuff, because obviously they're all in the same uniform, but there's ways to customize that, and this one is a little more, probably only 2 ways to customize it, in your own way, which is a little bit unfortunate, especially at that deluxe price. But in my opinion, I think it looks like a great figure, and I am so happy to have more Rebel Troopers on the shelf, because we have tons of Stormtroopers by now. It is nice to get some Rebel soldiers as well, so let's get him out of the package. Starting off with accessories, he does come with this very nice sculpted backpack, and they do come in their nice little own tray, and 2 blasters, which is very nice. And of course he does come with the alternate face, which, yes, technically is supposed to be Nick Sant, but it has kind of been slightly confirmed by Filoni that it could have been, in your headcanon, it could be Rex. But yeah, looks amazing. Could definitely see some people customizing this figure, grabbing the forearms off and putting the clone forearms on, and I think that would look pretty decent. So yeah, but this guy looks very, very good in my opinion. Again, the nice matte kind of finish on him looks nice, and just everything looks really good. I want to see right off the bat how this face thing works. See if I can pull it off. Huh. I'm going to try to do this off camera quick. So that actually was pretty difficult to get off. It was like very seamless to the face, but that was, I had to use my teeth to pry it off, which is not good because, you could damage the sculpt or the paint. Wish that was a little bit easier to get off, but it is nice that it looks so seamless once it's on. I mean, it just looks really good once it's actually on there. And oh yeah, that looks amazing, guys. Really happy with this figure so far. I think he looks great, and honestly, the price, it is what it is. I think we should all be used to it by now. I'm kind of over complaining about it, and especially as someone who collects Figuarts and import figures a lot. I commission a lot of customs. I'm used to paying decent amount of price for figures, and if they're gonna look this good, I honestly don't mind paying $35 for them. In all honesty, like, yeah, it would be nice if prices were lower. But, like, you could legit basically say that about anything right now. And, yeah, if they're gonna look this good, I'm paying that all day, every day. I do not care. Please keep giving me stuff like this, Hasbro, because this is fantastic. I mean, this is a great figure, and especially a figure that's gonna go in the background, and, you know, not gonna be the main figure in your display. And they knock it out of the park like this, and I just think that is amazing. So let's go over articulation a little bit. Starting with the head, he does look up about that far, down about that far, tons of tilt. He does, of course, have that double hinge, one at the bottom and then one at the base of the skull there, so he can get some very nice poses and attitude in with that neck articulation. His arms, this is a kind of overlaid jacket piece. If you took it off, it would look a little weird just because he has these, and those are sculpted to the actual arm. So, but still cool for customizers, you know, you could throw some different arms on there, you know, whatever. His arms do go up about that far. They do no swivel up there, but there is swivel at the elbow. His elbows do come up pretty far past 90, which is very nice. And he does have back and forth on this hand, which that is a very deep cut. That is interesting. That is a very deep cut. Cool. I mean, I like it. It adds for extra articulation. But yeah, that's a deep cut right there. And up and down on this hand, of course, the trigger holding hand, which is always, you know, kind of a must at this point. He does have a ball hinge right at the waist down here. His legs do go out pretty nicely, pretty far. They do kick up nicely as well, kick back just a tad. There is swivel at the thigh, which it is very good at, like, not really looking like it's breaking up the sculpt. Obviously, you can see that faint line right there where you can line them up. Now, something that was very controversial when this guy was announced is these knees. Now, you can see they look absolutely fantastic like this, but once you bend them, there is a gaping, non-painted part, you know. But if he's kneeling, at least that one's covered up. You would have, you know, it showing there, which is unfortunate. The paint's gonna rub anyway, and I think Hasbro would rather just not paint it and not have it rub instead of painting it, and, you know, people are gonna complain either way. So, you know, Hasbro made the decision to not paint it. Even when it's slightly bent like that, I think it looks fine. It kind of just looks like more of the camo just showing through. It's when you bend it, you know, far like that, that it's gonna look not the greatest. But standing straight up and down, man, I mean, come on. You can't really ask for a better, like, overall looking figure than this right here. And I'm just really happy. I think the price is what it is, and I'm gonna pay it, and a lot of people are gonna pay it. Even people that complain all day about the price are gonna buy it. So and if we want more stuff like this where they make, you know, great figures for background characters, we have to pay that price, guys. I mean, if we want more of this stuff, we have to keep paying the price, or they're not going to make them anymore. So, you know, again, it is what it is. It is what it is. Getting into some comparisons here. Here he is with the Hoth Rebel Soldier, which, of course, from two different movies, so you wouldn't display them on the shelf together, but nonetheless, they do look decent together. But yeah, just really cool concepts here with the whole face swapping, kind of getting into SH Figure Arts territory with that. which, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of SH Figuarts, and I know in the Black Series community sometimes they get crapped on a lot, but I think 99% of the time they are better than Black Series figures almost all the time. There are instances, of course, but anyway, I like seeing different things like that brought into the Black Series, because I just think it makes for cooler and more dynamic figures. Next up, we do have Tebow, and of course, Endor. You know, these guys are all going to look great together. Again, same thing here with Paploo. Amazing figure, and actually going to be released in this wave, the second wave of the 40th. So, yeah, for all you guys who didn't grab the Heroes of Endor pack, we'll be able to get a chance to grab Paploo, which is amazing. And last but not least, we do have Wicket here, which was the first, in the first wave of the 40th card backs. And of course, you know, like I said, looks great together. And next is the Mandalorian Luke, which is easily doubled as a Return of the Jedi Luke, and they look great together as well. And here he is with Admiral Akbar. We have a ton of Return of the Jedi Endor specific figures, so yeah, this is going to be a long list. Here he is with the 2020 Stormtrooper mold, amazing. And the Scout Trooper from, I believe, Wave 2 of the 40th, also amazing. And here he is with General Lando. Amazing figure right here. Lando is a great figure, and here's a reason for you to pick him up. You know, you gotta have a general for the troops. And here we have him next to Endor Han, which is also another great figure. Along with the Heroes of Endor 3-pack, well, 4-pack, that came with Luke and Leia. Not going to show them with him just because I think it's more likely you're going to put him next to Han, since he specifically led that attack on the bunker. So this is probably who I'm going to have him, my Rebel troops next to, is Han. And also, if you have the Heroes of Endor pack and the regular standard releases of these Heroes of Endor figures, then you have extra camo ponchos and jackets, which you could add on to these Endor Rebel Troopers to differentiate and make it more customizable, which is very cool in my opinion. And last but not least, we do have Luke Skywalker, the SH Figuarts version, which right now is my favorite Return of the Jedi Luke. I think he probably will be, even when the 40th Luke comes out from Black Series. I just really love the look and the sculpt of this figure, and the face, of course, with the swept hair is just immaculate. Yes, the hair is a little shiny, but I love this figure to death. Actually, it's so good. One of my favorites I own, and really all the SH Figuarts Lukes are great. And this is a prime example of mixing and matching lines. And all the people that whine that Figuarts are too small, like, look at this. Like, come on. This is a, like, 7-year-old Figuarts figure. And that's when they were smaller, but they're not really that small. Like, I think I feel like personally that's an excuse people use to, you know, because if you can't afford it and it's not in your budget, that's totally fine. Just say that. Like, I feel like people make excuses instead of just saying, you know, not in my budget. So yeah, but anyway, I defend Figuarts too much. I know it's annoying. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think these are really great figures, and honestly, I recommend them at full price. I think we need to support when Hasbro does a great job, and they did a great job. And You know, yes, they're not as customizable as the Hoth Soldier, but I think these two guys look great together, and you could add different things, you know, extra accessories from the Black Series line to make them a little more unique. Like, you know, example that I had was the, you know, if you get an extra Han figure, throw the jacket on one, and stuff like that. And that's what I think is fun about collecting. That's why I enjoy collecting, and sometimes you just don't need Hasbro to do it for you. And I think that's just fine. I think, you know, that's the fun of collecting. And yeah, I just really love these figures. I think they flesh out the Endor shelf, which is getting pretty fleshed out. And it's cool. I like it. So yeah, go grab these figures. Let me know down in the comments, how many are you getting? I mean, you're getting some, but how many? So let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Almost a 20-minute video, so if you're still here, thank you. Again, you're a real one, and I love you. Peace out, y'all. May the Force be with you.